Storm Floris is the main story for the next few days, but there's a few other things going on across Europe which I'll talk about in this episode. But to begin, let's take a look at the expected timing of this incoming storm. Already by this evening and tonight, a batch of rainfall is going to push across Northern Ireland and Scotland. This could be heavy at times, but it's not Storm Floris yet. It's actually just a portion of a cold front associated with this large and strong area of low pressure near Iceland. Storm Floris comes into the picture on Sunday afternoon, and at first glance it just looks like a blob of rain, and that's really all it is at this point, but that changes as we go through Sunday evening and the nighttime hours. You can see how it transforms from a flat and relatively weak disturbance into an increasingly well-defined cyclone, bringing widespread moderate to heavy rainfall and gusty winds. That wind threat is really going to increase dramatically, particularly in Scotland late Monday morning into the early afternoon as the center of low pressure makes landfall. Quite a large portion of the country could see gusts exceeding 100 km per hour and as much as 130 to 140 km per hour along immediate coastal areas and in the higher terrain. That's equivalent to wind gusts between 60 and 80 miles per hour, perhaps approaching 90 miles per hour in spots. Those strong winds will continue to affect Scotland throughout the afternoon and evening hours as Floris continues intensifying. Conditions will improve for the UK overnight, but after the first wave of heavy rainfall arrives in Norway, the center of low pressure will make landfall, bringing its large wind field and widespread rainfall across southern Scandinavia on Tuesday. The good news is that the system will gradually weaken throughout the day as it pushes deeper into Norway and Sweden, so concerns for damaging winds and excessive rainfall will decrease with eastward extent. Nonetheless, further bouts of rain, storms, and some blustery conditions will continue into Wednesday across a large part of Scandinavia, the Baltic Sea, and even parts of Finland. Now, as far as the rest of Europe goes, we're still stuck in the slower moving pattern that we've seen since July, allowing for widespread rain and storms across the same areas. Now, as Storm Floris brings significant impacts from the UK to Scandinavia, the associated cold front is going to sweep across France, Central Europe, the Baltic states, Belarus, and Ukraine, replacing the widespread instability with cooler and more stable conditions. Unfortunately, for some places off to the south, all of this action is not really going to help with the intense heat, especially in Portugal and Spain, where it's actually only going to get hotter over the next few days. In response to the upcoming dangerously hot conditions, weather services in both countries have issued alerts for most areas. Northern Portugal, as an example, is already under red warnings starting Monday. That's going to be all for this video, but I'll have more updates coming soon, so if you did enjoy the report, consider subscribing with that notification bell on so you never miss new content. Now for the rest of this video, please enjoy the featured media slideshow.